What up, it's Chris from Laser Lemming, and Pokemon Go is in your pocket, it's in my pocket, it's in Nintendo's pockets. They're making a lot of money. Last time I did a video on Pokemon Go, I was a little off the mark with what I had read. I read that Nintendo was making about $27 million a day. Incorrect. Incorrect. By a hair. Last I read that was that Nintendo was making about $1.6, $1.7 million off of the iOS platforms per day. That's off of microtransaction BS that you get in every mobile game. That does not include Android. Let's just say that Android is about the same. Double it. You got about $3.2, $3.3, $3.4 million per day off of microtransactions. Now, Nintendo has gone on record saying, you know what? Lower your expectations, stock investors. We do not own all of this. We're getting about 13% of the profits. When they said it, stocks dove about 17%. People were like, wait a minute. Nintendo, you own Pokemon. You should be making all the money from Pokemon. Well, Nintendo does not own Pokemon. They own much of Pokemon. They own much of the company that produces Pokemon, Game Freak. I think they own about 49%. I don't think they have quite a controlling stake. I don't know if they own 49 or 51%, but it's around there. Anyway, any Pokemon game that comes to a console or dedicated handheld is going to be on a Nintendo platform, at least, for the time being. However, Pokemon Go, mobile, right? I don't know if you consider this a dedicated handheld platform. I suppose in a sense it is, but it's big. It's big, but Nintendo is not ready to jump head first into mobile. And good for them. Good for them. It's quick, easy money, and honestly, I was worried that that quick, easy money would corrupt Nintendo. And for all we know, it will. But for the time being, I'm happy. I'm happy that Nintendo is not getting overzealous with this. I feel like they're being forced into mobile, and they are, by stock investors, for sure. But that's where we are. Now, Nintendo's making about 13% of this. Google is also making a portion of this because Google helped develop the technology for this. Big part of it being Google Maps. You might know it. You might be using it daily to get places, but they helped with the development of this as well, from what I understand. And of course, you have Game Freak and Niantic, the company that developed the game itself. And I'm sure DNA, or whatever they're called, the company that Nintendo joined with to help create mobile games and their online infrastructure, I'm sure they're getting a cut somewhere too. Anyway, Nintendo's still making a lot of money. Pokemon movie is coming. I believe it was announced that, not Hey You Pikachu, but Detective Pikachu. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be a movie being distributed by Legendary Pictures. Different company is going to distribute it in Japan. But that's pretty cool. Remember, I don't know if you remember this, but when the game was first announced, people were clamoring to have Danny DeVito voice Pikachu. Because the voice of Pikachu in the Japanese game was some old Japanese man. Danny DeVito is an old non-Japanese man. Funny guy. And it's supposed to be a funny game, so why not? I demand Danny DeVito voices Detective Pikachu in the movie. But let's move on. Nintendo, you came for Pokemon Go. I want you to stay for the NX. Because the NX, Nintendo's next platform, is happening. It's going to be big. And Emily Rogers, you might know her. She does a lot of Nintendo rumors. She's recently said that the Nintendo NX is going to be expensive. Before, she had said that it was going to be probably pretty cheap. But now she believes it's going to be expensive. And there's all kinds of rumors circulating Nintendo about 3D attachments for your TV and augmented reality for your console. Who knows? Ubisoft went on record recently stating that they believe that the NX is going to bring casuals back to consoles. And a lot of people threw a little piss fit about it because they don't want Nintendo to focus on casuals. And Miyamoto, remember Miyamoto, creator of Mario, said that, they don't really want to focus on this big blue ocean so much anymore because the people just wouldn't move on. They wouldn't grow. The whole idea was to get people interested through casual games and have them graduate onto more difficult games. But they didn't. They just wanted the quick and easy games. Hence, mobile gaming, Pokemon Go, Cut the Rope, Angry Birds, all very simple stuff. But they didn't move on, for the most part. Now, I'm sure there are some success stories for Nintendo where people got into gaming through Mario Kart Wii or Wii Sports or Wii Sports Resort, Wii Party, Wii Music, and then they moved on to games like Metroid, Star Fox, whatever Nintendo was hoping they would. But I feel like those are few and far between because the Wii U, not nearly the same success as the Wii. The Wii was lightning in a bottle. And for too long, President Iwata of Nintendo was hoping to catch that lightning twice. They did. Just happened to be the way they did not want to. Pokemon Go Mobile. Anyway, NX is happening, and Emily Rogers is saying that the thing is going to be expensive. What does that mean? Is it an attachment? Does it mean it's going to be more powerful? It's not, according to her, using the x86 architecture. What is that? That's what runs your Windows, your PlayStation 4s, your Xbox Ones. Doesn't run the Wii U. And they're saying it's not going to run the NX as well. And what people believe that might be the reason for that is that the NX is supposed to be two platforms, console and handheld, that you can put games onto interchangeably. And the ARM hardware that the Wii U uses is easier to use in a handheld capacity. At least from my limited knowledge that I understand this. But that's interesting because before she said that the system was going to be cheap, you know, something that they can get out, try to get another Wii phenomenon going, but now it's going to be expensive. That makes you think it's going to be a little more hardcore. Now, Ubisoft said this is going to bring the casuals back, but there's also games being announced for this thing. I don't know if Nintendo's allowing it or what, but Ubisoft announced Just Dance, very casual game. Sega just announced Sonic Generations 2. It's not called that, but it's Sonic Generations 2, and NX was on the list of platforms. Casual-ish, sure, but a little bit more hardcore. There was a indie game announced a few months ago that had NX as one of the platforms as well. Nintendo made them take that off their video. They had to re-upload the video without the NX logo. Nintendo, what are you doing? You need as much games announced for your systems as possible, especially from third parties. Even if you're not officially unveiling the system, you have announced this system in the most tepid way possible. And please, for the love of God, show that system off soon. You said it was going to be fall? Please make it early fall. Make it September. Make it August. Cheat. Make it summer. That's my thoughts. Let me know yours. Comment section below. What do you think of Pokemon Go? Are you playing it? Are you enjoying it? And what do you think of the NX? Are you interested in it? Would you buy a new Nintendo system with or without third-party games? Some third parties sound interested. Let me know. Comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.